Welcome, I'm Holly Covo from Fitting Fitness In, and this is our episode of Get Healthy with Holly. And with the change of the seasons in New England, I like to change the workouts a little bit. And so today in the summer, we're gonna turn our pool into a gym, actually Ellen's pool. I wanna welcome Ellen as my guest. Thank you, Ellen, for being my guest. Thank you for letting us use your pool to show the workout. And so we're gonna get down to it because working out in the pool is awesome. It is a great workout. It's actually a harder workout than on the land. It's great on the joints and you don't sweat. A couple other benefits is when you work out in the pool, you get 12 to 14% more resistance in the water. You also get multi-directional resistance because every time you bring your arm up, you're working it in that direction, and then when you bring it back down, you're working it in the opposite direction. So it gives you a little bit more of a functional workout. Some other things that it gives you is you can use the water buoyancy to help you do movements that you might not be able to do on land, and we'll get into more buoyancy later. Also, the water helps regulate your temperature so you don't overheat, and a lot of people use the water to rehab an injury or to prevent injuries. So you can do workouts in the water using just normal things that you have at your pool, like a noodle or a kickboard. Swimming is a great cardiovascular exercise, kicking with the kickboard, kicking with the noodle. But if you want more of a workout, you might want to invest in some water weights. So right here we have a couple different things. We have 3 different size water weights. This is the equivalent of a 5-pound weight. This is the equivalent of an 8-pound. That's the equivalent of a 10-pound weight. You can also use aqua gloves that give you a bit of a web atmosphere, so a web-enabled workout. So once you put those on, so when you're using those, you can get resistance on your hands. Otherwise, you want to hold your hand like this so it's cupped. Don't leave the fingers open, leave it like this. So as you're moving through the water, you get resistance. So we're gonna get Ellen started once she gets those aqua mitts on. Should have started you on with those. Then we're gonna get started. So a typical water workout, you're gonna start with a warm-up and then you go into stretches. Where you stand in the water makes a difference because when you're in the water and you're up to your chest level, that reduces your body weight so that you're only handling 25 to 30% of your body weight. If you move into shallower water where you're up to your waist, then you're holding 50% of your body weight. So it's really nice if you're a larger person or a heavier person, working out in the water gives you that ability to do more things that you can't do on land just because of the weight. You ready? All right, so let's start warming up by doing some just walking in the water. Go walking back and forth. Make sure your hands stay in the water so that you can warm up. Keep them in the water the whole time, Ellen. There you go, that's it. Just walking back and forth. So the warm-up part of the workout is somewhere between 3 to 5 minutes. We're gonna shorten it a little today, just so that you can see a little bit of everything. So keep walking, keep walking. So if you want to go a little bit deeper, then you'll get more of a workout. Because next thing I want you to do is to do some hydro jumping jacks, and that's bringing it out and in, out and in. So you want to keep the hands in the water, so you might want to go a little deeper. There you go. And jacks. That's it. There you go. It's nice having those gloves on, isn't it?
It's amazing. I feel like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, that's it. That's good. So those are some other things you can do. And then let's do some heel taps in the water.
Where do I put my hand?
As your hands go, your ankles go or your feet go, your hands go. All right, now you want to take it out to the side. Your arms go out to the side too. So do one side first. There you go, and then the other side.
Arms straight, right?
Yep. So that you get more resistance, so you feel that warm up in your arms. And then take it back, and when you go back, push the arms forward. There you go. Nice. So another thing you can do to warm up is just do high knee marches with your arms as well. Keep the hands in the water. There you go, nice. You feel that?
It's fantastic.
How's your heart rate? Is it going up?
I love it. Absolutely.
Now the interesting thing is that you want to keep your heart rate 10 to 20 beats lower than your maximum or your target heart rate zone, because in the water there's a difference. It affects your heart rate. What happens in the water is that it, let's see, because the water temperature lowers your heart rate and the water pressure helps circulate the blood, you want to keep it a little lower because otherwise you can go too high.
Okay.
So that's one nice thing. Okay, so we're warmed up. Now we're going to do a little stretching. Come on over here to the edge here. So you want to do a stretch for a few minutes. So you're at the side edge of the pool holding on. And we're going to do the outer thigh stretch. So, nope, face that way. There you go. So take that outer leg and bring it behind the other leg. Bring this arm up and actually out of the water. And then lean in. So you get a nice thigh stretch, hip stretch, and arm stretch. Don't bounce though. Just nice, smooth. All right, good. And then switch and do the other side.
Turning around, right?
Yep. Exactly. Take that outer leg, bring it behind the inside leg, and bring the arm up and over. There you go. Nice. Okay, and then face the edge of the pool again. You can hold on or bring one knee up and hold it, just so you feel that stretch. There you go. Nice. Hold it for 10. And then bring the other knee up and feel that stretch. There you go. Nice. Nice job. Okay, now take a nice wide step out so that you feel that stretch on your inner thighs. You feel that?
I do.
Now, interesting, it's hard to balance, isn't it?
It is.
Because the water pressure is pushing you around, so you want to tighten your core to balance. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to do calf stretch. One heel behind you. Bring one arm up. Grab the elbow. There you go, nice.
That's really hard to balance.
It is, isn't it? And then switch. So tighten your core. That will help with the balance because the water is pushing you. It's great, isn't it?
It's awesome.
Okay, good. All right, one more. Come on over here and let's do the figure 4. So holding on, facing the edge. Face the edge.
Oh, sorry.
Bring one foot, put it up on that knee, and kind of sit back. There you go. And hold it. So what you're stretching is your hamstring, right from your buttocks down to your knee. Do you feel that?
I do.
Awesome. And then switch legs. Great. All right, good. One more before we start, chest stretch. Bring those hands behind your back and opening up your chest. Good
Should I
job.
go sideways so they can see it from there.
They can see it, great. Okay, so let's get into the aerobic exercise. And while we're doing the aerobic exercise, keep those mitts on, those aqua gloves, for a little more resistance. So we're gonna start with cross-country skiing. So when you cross-country ski, your opposite arm and leg go forward, and then you switch. Yep, and keep those arms, keep the hands underwater. There you go. Now you're gonna jump. You're gonna, that's it, there you go, perfect. So if you wanna go in a little deeper so that your hands can stay underwater the whole time, as long as you're not falling down in the pool, right? There you go. So that's cross-country skiing. Awesome. So that's a great way to get your heart rate up. One more lap of that. While you're doing that, I'll talk a little bit about buoyancy. So the great thing about buoyancy is that you can do things in the water that you can't do on land. And the less dense the object, the more it's going to float. So everybody has a different way of floating. Everybody has a different buoyancy. So what affects it the most? The percentage of fat to bone and lean muscle, that really makes a big difference. And another thing that affects it is the amount of air, the volume in your lungs that you can hold. So some people have a higher capacity than others, and they're going to be more buoyant. All right, keep going. So now we're going to do moguls, jumps like that. Make sure you keep your hands this way so that you get resistance.
Okay,
So put them this way.
Okay.
So when you jump, there you go. You feel the resistance?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So just like you're going over moguls on the hill. Awesome. So the next one, Ellen, is you're going to bring a knee up and then push it back. As you do that, arms come up and go back. So the opposite arm.
This is good for the brain, too.
It is.
Just saying.
It's good. Brains and balance. Brains and balance. Bring that knee up, push it back.
Okay.
Up, push it back. There you go. And then switch sides. Up, push it back.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, you want to keep those arms straight so you have resistance.
All right, shall I try that again?
Yeah.
All right, so
Knee up and push it back. There you go. You can stay in one place unless it's pushing you forward. You're making a lot of waves, Ellen. Good job. All right, come on back this way. Come over to the side and we're going to do mountain climbers. So when you hold on to the side, you just bring one leg up and then switch to the other. It's hard for me to do
I'm holding here.
standing. Yep. So bring one knee up and then switch and jump to the other knee. There you go. That's it. So just like when you do mountain climbers on the ground, like this, you're doing it on the pool.
Get wet, girl.
I don't mind getting wet. Nice. Okay, let's move on to the rocking horse. So the rocking horse is exactly that. You rock forward and back, forward and back. So your arms come down when you go forward, back. You might want to go a little further in the deep end.
Okay.
Yep, so get the legs first, forward and back. Forward, back.
I
Forward.
keep my hands in the water, right?
Yep. So then you bring it forward and push it back. Forward and push it back with those hands.
Forward.
And push it back. That's it. There you go.
Back.
How does that feel?
Good.
All right, nice. Then you're going to just do some jump twists. Jumps and twists. Keeping those palms nice and flat and horizontal so you get more resistance in the water. That's it. There you go. And then the last one that you can do, they're called bobs. And that's really when you push your hands down and bring your knees up. It's harder to do. There you go. Those are bobs. Now you can do that in every direction. So bop 4 this way, 4 that way, 4 that way, all the way around you. And you're kind of getting out there.
You want me to go around in the circle? Or?
Just a little bit, to do a couple, 2 on each side. How's that? All right. Now, Ellen, we're going to switch out of the aqua gloves and we're going to put you in with these water weights.
Okay.
So again, you can have different size on the water weights. Ellen's going to be working with weights that are equivalent to 8 pounds in the water. When you buy these weights, usually they come with some kind of pamphlet that shows you exercises you can do with it. I also have this great book. It's an awesome book, Fantastic Water Workouts. It's by Mary Beth Pappas Bond, and it has all different exercises in it. It talks about why you want to do water workouts. It's great. So we're going to start doing some strengthening. So now in the workout, you go to the strengthening workout, which can be anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. We're going to be a little less than that, just to keep going. So we'll start with arms. So you want to take your arms and sweep them in. Bring them out and sweep them in. Now, you can be on top of the water, which is the least resistance, or you can keep them under the water the whole time, which is more resistance. That's up to you. Nice sweep.
You can really feel that.
Yep, so now do the opposite, which is the breaststroke. Push it out and then bring it around. Push it out and bring it around. Again, when you're on the surface, it's one intensity. When you push them underwater, keep them underwater the whole time, it's a higher intensity.
For sure.
All right, then you're gonna do bicycle arms. So bicycle arms are these, underwater. Keep them underwater. There you go. Ooh, yeah. You feeling that, Ellen?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, that's a great one, huh?
And can I go the opposite direction with that?
Yeah, sure, because it's pushing you over there. Sure.
Easier said than done.
Right. So another move you can do are just punch outs. Punching forward. Punch.
And which way? This way or
Yep.
the other way?
So keep them underwater for the most resistance and the most intensity. There you go. Ellen, her own private jacuzzi. And then you can also punch down. So if you punch down at the same time and lift your legs up, that's a bop. There you go. Or you can do alternating one at a time without bopping. Or you can jog with it, yeah. There you go. Nice. Very good. Okay, so the other thing is bicep curls. So you bring them under water, pull them up, and push them down.
Am I bringing them up out of the water?
Well, if you want to reduce the resistance, you can bring them out of the water. But if you keep them in the water the whole time, you have more of a workout.
I always like more of a
So not only are you working the biceps, but you're working the triceps as well. That's the nice thing about being in the water. You get that multi-dimensional workout. It's very functional. Very functional. All right, now do the same thing with cross-country ski arms. So do the cross-country skiing, but turn them the other way. Turn the weights this way. There you go. So you have more resistance. So one goes
Am I
as you're going.
press on that, or?
You can jump or
Just
you can,
okay.
yep. Keep them underwater. Yep, see if you can get them going behind you as well.
A lot of resistance. Good
Yeah.
resistance.
Woohoo! It's nice, huh?
It's awesome.
Okay, now we're gonna put on a vest. So one of the other things that we can do, come on over here, Ellen, is water running. Water running is awesome. I can't run on land anymore because I have some back issues. So I put on that water belt. I don't know if you need to step out of the water to put that
I
on.
need to do that. I'm going to try it without doing that.
So I put on this water belt and then I can start jogging around the deep end, okay? But we're also going to do our workout with our weights at the same time. So now you can go a little bit further into the deep end. And hold those weights in front of you, and you're gonna do jackknife. So we're gonna work the abs now.
Okay.
So a jackknife is you're gonna pull both knees up and then push out. Bring them both up and then push them back and push back. That's it, there you go. Now you feel that?
Oh, yes.
Awesome, that's a jackknife. Good, okay, so obliques, twist. Bring those weights over and twist. There you go. Remember, if you want a heavier workout, keep the weights underwater. Can you come this way a little bit? Come on over. Run, jog over. One of the things when you're using one of these water belts, you want to make sure that you keep good posture. You don't want to be leaning forward. You want your upper body over your hips. You want your pelvic region to be nice and straight. You don't want to be bent. So try to bring your pelvis right underneath your shoulders. There you go. And then just run. There you go. That's it. Awesome. All right, and one more thing, you're gonna do a double knee tuck. So you're gonna bring those weights, push them down, and bring those knees up as far as you can.
Both knees?
Both knees at the same time. This is another ab exercise. There you go. That's it, good.
I mean, my heart is going.
I know. Okay.
Oh, it's great.
All right, that's great. So now we're gonna come back and do some stretches. So we're done with the cardio and we're gonna do some final cool downs. You can keep the belt on.
Okay.
And let's just start with the hamstring stretch that we did before. You wanna hang on to the side, that's fine. All right, good. Figure four, that's perfect. Perfect. Okay, and then let's bring your arms behind your back and then opening up your chest for a nice chest stretch. It's good you got your heart rate up, huh? And then hold on to the edge and round your back for an upper back stretch. That's great. And then let's do the calf with the tricep stretch again. And remember, tighten your core to stay balanced, even in the water, because you have that force against you. And then the other side. Awesome. Okay, so there's so many different things that you can do in the water. I love to put on my running belt, grab those weights, and I just keep doing laps around the deep end of the pool, going, going, going. So that really gets your heart rate up. So I'll substitute that instead of going on the treadmill or going on my bike. So take advantage of the seasons here in New England or wherever you're living and work out in the water. Turn your pool into a gym. I'm going to have this workout up on my website, fittingfitnessin.com, under the Get Healthy with Holly tab. So you'll be able to see this workout, and I'll have a downloadable PDF that you can print out. I always put everything in a nice plastic sleeve protector because it does get wet, so it's nice to have it protected while you're doing the workout. So stay tuned for next month's Get Healthy with Holly. I'd like to thank you, Ellen, for being my guest and for letting us use your pool.
It was my pleasure. It was a blast.
And now we'll all enjoy a little time in the pool. Till next time.